This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hold on, I want to get my camera ready to get a picture
Stanley
of that computer.
worked for
Oh,
a
the
company in a
balloons!
big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Got it.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every
Press
month
and release
of every
escape on
year.
your keyboard for 35 milliseconds.
It solely,
Press I on your
Stanley
keyboard for
relished
12
every moment that the
milliseconds.
orders came
Press
in.
spacebar on your
Though he had
keyboard
been
for
made
56
exactly
milliseconds.
for this
Press
job,
M on your keyboard for 34
Stanley
seconds.
was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
The Stanley
Something
parable
that
too.
would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So I think this might be the end of an episode. I don't know. We'll see. We're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep going.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Okay, there's no button thing. Oh! It's over here now. So is this still... Do regular Stanley Parable things apply? The new content is gone.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see where this goes.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet.
It's mine.
That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
Okay.
This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
Well, that's just plain
That your
wrong.
relationship is purely superficial and convenient. That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Listen.
Let them have it.
Listen, I wasn't so sure about this bucket right away, but it's really grown on me, and you're a jerk. You just saw the bucket and were like, hey, I want this bucket.
I got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah!
There. Now it's settled.
Yes!
No
You
more
see
debate,
this? You
no
see
more
this?
Discussion. Take a hike, broom closet,
Ha!
with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Yeah! Goodbye and good day!
All right, I've got a second sticker back here,
Wait,
and I'm
really?
going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Yes!
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not,
Oh, that's so
you can
smart.
look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket."
Yes, yes.
There really is a wide
let's
variety
try
of
it.
applications
Let's
for
try
this
it.
sticker.
What's in my hand? Oh, it's the bucket. Yeah, I've got a bucket in my hand. I remember
Coming to a
because the sticker.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes. Oh, the button's not there. Usually there's a button pressed there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What's this?
Crushed by the weight of this
Certificate
revelation,
of
Stanley may
pompousness.
have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Yeah, this bucket's really
Even
keeping me
now,
going.
In his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Yeah,
It would be with him always.
thank goodness.
The bucket would. And he knew it.
Love this
The
bucket.
two of them were inseparable.
So true.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Ah, yes.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he
Do
have,
we have
any
a-
notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
Where's the infinite hole? Nearly infinite hole. Did I do it wrong?
Stanley just sat, but Stanley guessed
Oh.
the correct code by sheer luck.
Everyone
Was it
ignore that.
The bucket knew all along. Was the bucket guiding him? Yes.
Yeah.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yes. Oh!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
Hey.
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Oh, I'm savoring it. Me and the bucket are really savoring it. So that means the hole has to be somewhere. Let's find that hole. Let's find that hole.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
This bucket is
Soothing
great.
him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
I just gotta
The
admit.
bucket
that-
is here for you, Stanley.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
will be fine.
Why is it giving me a click thing? Is that for this? Can I go back up? No, that can't be right. We're just gonna keep going. We'll try that another time.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I just want to. I love the. We're just going through this again because I love the dialogue with the bucket. And I want to see what happens if we
Lights
escape with the
rose
bucket.
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley
Meow.
nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the
I would
office
never
was
drop
being
you, bucket.
videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
Oh, Bucket, it's
as
okay.
Stanley cradled it gently,
okay, buddy.
reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Yeah, we got this, bucket. We got this. Don't worry. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
That's a good question.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's evil mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Yeah.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this
Horrible.
very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Yeah.
They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Love this bucket. Love this bucket. All right, bucket. We're turning it off, right?
As they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
What is that? That's new. A pencil 431A5 per procedure did not respond. S431 for pencil. I'm ready to live happily ever after with the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine.
Yeah.
Freedom was now mere moments away.
Yeah.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
Oh, yeah, what are we going to do?
The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Oh, we're going to do it.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
That's a good goal.
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
That's weird.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Hey, what's happening?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Narrator!
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Narrator!
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Well, then I'm staying.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
No!
Needed the soothing warmth of the bucket. Would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
It's my bucket.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
Yeah.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As
Yeah.
long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I'm glad we got to experience that with the bucket. That was pretty great. So, okay. So I'm assuming we've unlocked the new content forever.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever
That's
again.
new. Figurine Finders Committee. So I'm going to leave the bucket for now. Sorry, bucket. We had our adventure. What's that Figurine Finders thing?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm ready for the meeting. Yes. Yes. Yes! Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo from management. There will be a reward for finding them all. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Okay, there's one on a toilet. I know where that toilet is. Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room? Maybe we are the collectibles. Thank you. Good luck. What else can you tell me? To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up sound from a particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that in all likelihood it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be reverberance off a porcelain surface. Any idea? Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? Source of levitation. So I'm pretty sure I know where the toilet is. Figurine Finders Committee. It's got the head circled. Files confidential. Warehouse access plan. Produce one plank to allow ease of access past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from the warehouse floor. Construct new structurally sound bridge. We need more planks. So is there one over there? Mission status inside of a sequel exhibit. We got that. LOL looks like 427. Haha. 5 more B, just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. Places to search. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Okay, know where that one is. Lies, who are you? 666 LOL. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. We're gonna find it. So I know where the toilet one is. Please do not leave the office before reporting back on any new findings. Teamwork and communication are of great importance during this unprecedented time of investigation. Thank you. Help, I'm a post-it. That's good. I should do that sometime. Okay, let's find it. Anything in the broom closet?
Oh, no.
It's fine. I'm not doing it.
I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage coming to a staircase.
Yes.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I know where the toilet is. It's over here. Yes. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse.
Another miniature
Yes!
Stanley figurine.
That's number 3!
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands. I like
Stanley
that.
figs. What about Stanlerines?
Stanlerines.
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay. Good. Let's go to the elevator. Oh, could I have gone through there? Shoot. Is the button here? Yes. So we need 2 more of those. I don't remember where the last 2 are. Oh, gosh. Forgot about that. Let's see if the elevator is any different. Up, please. I'm guessing it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, let's go into the boss's office.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul any. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Where's that skip button?
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Thank you. Thank you for this. This is very calming. I'm very calm right now.
Feeling
I'm ready to go
soothed
on.
and
Thank you.
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Where are those other ones? A place with red and blue. That's got to be that door, right? That's got to be the one that we did before.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
So
door
let's
that
go
read
through
Mind
here.
Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Bring it on.
The door behind him was not shut.
True.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
You're right.
And willingly confront his death.
You got it. Here we go. Whee! Reminds me of the nearly infinite hit. Ah, yes. Okay, so this is still the same as the original.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Rude.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Bye.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Da 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 da.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah, seriously. So here
When
is the...
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Nature
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yeah, this was in the original game. It's just like a museum to see some stuff from the game. I don't know if there's anything new. Here's the credits. I think this is just like original Stanley Parable stuff. All of it looks like original Stanley Parable stuff. I don't remember that, but it could have been. This is an ending that I only like went through once or twice. This, I don't remember this either. Interesting. I wonder if this is new stuff. Zending, I don't remember that. I don't remember a lot of this. Ah, it was eventually cut. Okay, that explains it. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
It didn't give me the little circle
see?
thing.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh, we're back.
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Nah, I'm gonna let it happen.
You do choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Oh, and then do I have to do it? I think I do have to do it. The sequel is now paused. That's good. Oh, it still says this. Okay, we're gonna call that an episode. Thank you for watching. As always, like the video if you like watching me play this game. Leave a comment on what you think of the new content. I'm loving it. And subscribe to be notified of when I make more. There's definitely going to be more Stanley Parable videos. Who knows what I'm going to play after that. But regardless, thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.